Ladies and gentlemen, I have a message for Call of Duty. I have a message for Activision, for Treyarch, just basically anybody that's involved with the launch of Black Ops 7. It's been a while since I made one of these videos where I get in front of this camera and I give you guys my thoughts and opinions. I would love to know what you guys think in the comment section below as well, because I have 5 things that I want to talk about that I think are essential to possibly, just possibly, letting Call of Duty as a franchise bounce back. Because you guys know, over the past 5 or 6 years, we've been in trouble. It's been a terrible time, and finally, because of Battlefield 6 and because of other things out there in the gaming industry, Call of Duty is finally listening, but they need to make sure they do this right. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I would really appreciate if you guys can hit that like button, subscribe, follow my Twitch. You guys know I live stream almost every single day. Do all that good stuff. And let's get into this, man. The first thing I want to talk about, which is most essential, I think, to myself and to a lot of people out there that love to play this game, especially competitively, is the anti-cheat. I know they have the secure boot going on. I know they have the TPM 2.0 going on with the launch of Black Ops 7. But what you're currently looking at right now is a God mode feature in Warzone. This is from It's Hoppa's Twitter channel, okay? God mode in Warzone is currently in this game where you cannot die. All right, we have seen the cheats from wall hacks to aimbot to now God mode, and seeing this just 1 week away from the launch of Black Ops 7 is making me very nervous. If Call of Duty does not address the cheating situation, if they do not put all of their effort, and I mean all of their effort, into making a good working anti-cheat, it's gonna make people not want to play the game. I mean, rank play is already unplayable. Warzone being free to play is unplayable. Multiplayer so far is decent because no cheater is going to go in random pubs and cheat their ass off to possibly get banned, because you have to pay $70, which is fucking insane for a DLC. They have to pay $70 to play that. So if they do end up getting banned or even shadow banned, they're wasting their money. So if they don't fix this, so many people that love playing ranked, playing Warzone, are not going to play the game. I am so sick and tired of seeing all of these updates, all of these tweets talking about how many people they ban, how many accounts have been banned, this and that, yet I continue to play these games and I still get smacked by blatant cheaters. And what makes it even worse is when you see people that are prestige master, when you see people that are top 250 in ranked, when they're iridescent, when they've been playing the game for a very long time and they're still able to get around the anti-cheats. That is where I get pissed off. I am more frustrated because they are clearly putting their time and effort in other places like the Call of Duty store than working on the anti-cheat, which makes the game actually playable. I'm hoping and praying that Activision finally learned this, and Activision finally put their time, effort, and money, most importantly, money, into making a better anti-cheat, maybe even updating their current anti-cheat. I think if they don't do that, so many people, and I'm talking about so many people, are not going to want to play this game. Because who wants to play a game where you're literally getting cheated on and it's just nothing you can do? I mean, you report them, you can't spam report them anymore, you can report them for everything else, but they still won't get banned. But if you say something bad in the chat, if you say something like he's a baby back bitch, you will be chat banned before that person who's literally cheating and breaking just every rule in the book. You'll get banned before them. It's ridiculous. So that's the first thing that I think Activision and Treyarch and everybody involved needs to put their focus on. Second thing, SBMM. Now, we know that SBMM is no longer in Black Ops 7. They're bringing back the classic matchmaking, which is awesome. We saw what it did during the beta. We saw that it helped with the servers, it helped with the TTK, it helped with the hit reg, it helped with a lot of different things. I've been saying that for a very long time now. But my worry, my big time worry, is that after a few months, after they get all their sales of the game, or when MW4 is coming out next year, because we know Infinity Ward is the worst dev company out there in Call of Duty, my fear is, after so much fun, after having a great time and everything that we got with no SBMM and how many times we've been screaming for this to happen, I am worried that Activision is going to bring it back. I am worried that they're going to take away that fun that we wanted, that classic matchmaking, and bring back the strict SBMM. My also worry that I have is Warzone, which is SBMM hell currently. I'm worried that they're going to keep that SBMM in there and make that an unplayable mess as well. If Call of Duty, I'm telling you right now, if Call of Duty ends up reversing this no SBMM matchmaking style that they promised us for Black Ops 7, if they end up doing it this year, next year, 4 years down the road, doesn't matter. It is going to be the end of Call of Duty, because we have been screaming for this change for 5 or 6 years now, and we finally got it. And there's just no way you can turn your back on us COD community again. So I'm very interested to see what they do about this. I'm very interested to see the community's reaction. I mean, during the beta, when they announced that, all I saw was positive stuff. Nobody's asking for bot lobbies 24/7. That's not what we're asking for, okay? A lot of people think that we want no SBMM because we want to play bots all the damn time. That's not true at all. We want a classic matchmaking feel where ping is king, so you can actually connect to the server and have a great server connection. And then you get whoever you get. You get some sweats, you get some average players, and you get some shitters. That's how Call of Duty used to be, and that's how it should be now. If they turn their back on that, if they switch that decision, I don't know what to say. It's going to be a big problem. So that's the second thing. Third thing, not as important, but I think it kind of is to a lot of people now. You guys know that they talked about the skins. They talked about how they're going to make it more grounded. They had some sponsorships before the game is launched, but they put those sponsorships away with all these wacky skins because they want to make the game a little bit more like Call of Duty. If they are going to post within the first month, within the second month, within the 6th month, doesn't matter. If they are going to start posting these wacky skins that we saw in Black Ops 6 again in Black Ops 7, you're going to lose a lot of people. People are going to see that. They're going to see a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. They're going to see, Family Guy, Peter Griffin, whatever it is, whatever they want to put in the game. The second somebody sees that, or a lot of these people see that, they're going to leave the game. They're going to ask for a refund. They're going to stop playing it because it's going to look like Fortnite 2.0. Very small thing, but it's actually not that small. It's actually a big issue for a lot of people that Call of Duty cannot have in this game. I really think they need to go back to what they used to do, where it's as grounded as possible, where if you're doing an operator or if you're going to put an operator on, it looks like the time frame. It's not wacky. It's not a sponsored ass thing. It's something you earned in game, something to make somebody want to play the game and earn is the best way to do it. So if they go against that, if they go against the word there, it's another reason as to why nobody would trust them, and it's going to be very interesting to see what they do with that as well. So that's the third thing. Number 4, I think with all the movement changes, with the nerfs to aim assist, with all of the stuff that they're promising for the launch of Black Ops 7, they cannot bring that shit back. I was playing Black Ops 6 the other day, okay? Because I'm trying to get back in that Call of Duty feel. I'm trying to get ready, for the broken aim assist, for the broken movement. I'm trying to get ready for that, but then I reminded myself, oh shit, it's not going to be as bad as Black Ops 6 was. I'm not going to be able to slide 30 feet across the floor, at least they say. I'm not going to be able to have broken rotational aim assist like in Black Ops 6. If they go against that, if they change the entire aspect of what they were going to do in ways of making it not as broken, not as, overpowered for controller players, I think that's really going to lose a lot of your mouse and keyboard players, and it's also going to lose your OG Call of Duty players. Everybody knows this. Even if you're good at the game, even if you're, above average, aim assist is broken, and this movement stuff needs to slow down. We're not talking about slowing down to Battlefield 6, okay? We're not talking about slowing it down to where, old people can play. We're not talking about that. We're talking about, okay, can I please for once not face somebody that's able to slide across the entire room while ADSing, while not missing a bullet because aim assist is going with the slide? Can we nerf that a bit? That's all we're asking for. And they said they're going to do it, which is awesome. It's a great change. But if they go and change that and make it more broken down the road to feed those brain rot Call of Duty players, which aren't even OG COD players, okay? That's the fact. If they go against what they said they're going to change, it's another problem that is going to make people not want to play it. Because let's think about this, okay? When you played old Call of Duties, you could play it for hours, all right? I remember when I played Black Ops 1, for example. I was 10 years old. I played that game 5-6 hours on the weekend. If I had no sporting events, if I had none of that, my chores were done, whatever, I was playing the game for 5 to 6 hours. If you try to do that in this day and age of Call of Duty, you are going to lose your mind because it's brain rot. It is constant. It's too much action for your brain to analyze and be able to take for a long period of time. And I think what adds to that is the broken movement. It is the just non-stop sweat with SBMM. So no SBMM is going to help that. But still, with all of this broken movement, I don't think it's going to be something that you're going to want to sit there and play for more than a few matches. So slowing it down is a good thing. I'm glad they're doing it, but they have to make sure they get it right. They cannot make it to where it's so sweaty yet again, because it makes the game unplayable for a certain amount of time. So that's number 4. And number 5, very important for every Call of Duty. We all saw what Black Ops 6 was. Black Ops 6 was the worst post-launch content I have ever seen in a Call of Duty title. It was boring. The maps were so small and sucked, and just everything was just, there was nothing to play for. I know that Black Ops 7 says it's going to have the most content we have ever seen in a Call of Duty title. That's awesome, but it can't just be for Season 1, and it can't just be for Season 2. It needs to be for Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, Season 6. They always like to do the most in the beginning, and then after that, they push it off and just be like, whatever, it's the end of the life cycle. No shit. I mean, obviously, it's going to be like that for most games. It's going to slow down towards the end of it, but still, if you want to keep the game engaging, if you want to keep the game hyped up, you have to keep on bringing new content, whether it's maps, new guns, whatever, you have to do it. That doesn't mean you bring back wacky skins. Doesn't mean that. It means you bring back OG guns, or you bring back new maps, or you do something to where it can make the game more exciting. This is why I've been asking for 2-year Call of Duty life cycles. The next Call of Duty is being made by Infinity Ward. I'm very nervous about that. I understand that Treyarch has a few more years until they have to make another one, but I still think having a 2-year life cycle and having that dev corporation focus on that current game will keep the game more alive, keep it more refreshing. Even though you're playing the same game, it feels new with all the new content. So I just think it's very important to have as much content in this game as possible, because last year, Black Ops 6, it was bad, man. It was bad. I would love to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Those are the 5 things I thought were very important. There's obviously way more we could discuss, but the anti-cheat, keeping SBMM away and not going back on that promise, keeping the skins as grounded as possible, having a not so broken movement so the game is playable for a longer period of time, and having as much content as possible, I think is most essential for getting this franchise back on track and making people excited to play the game again. I know a lot of people don't trust Activision. I don't either. I'm telling you guys straight up, I do not. But this stuff is very important, and I think for us Call of Duty fans, us addicted people, which I am addicted, I will say that, we just want this game to be better, man. I'm seeing great changes, I'm hearing great things, but I hope that they stick to it. I hope it's not just because they want to get as much sales as possible because Battlefield 6 is kicking their ass. I hope it's because they're actually listening and want to be able to bring this franchise back. So we'll see. We'll see what happens after November 14th. I'll be covering it in my videos for you guys. I'll be talking about it in my live streams. You guys know I'm here every single day. So hit that subscribe button, like this video, smack it like it did something dirty to you, follow my Twitch, get an aim controller. I mean, if you haven't used an aim controller yet, the fuck you doing? You guys know I'm sponsored or partnered with them. Control Freaks as well, all in the description below. You guys know what to do. But other than that, hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.